Hello, how's it going, everyone? Zach D Productions here, and I am here with a new live stream. So I figured why not do a stream tonight. So yeah, hope everyone is doing well for themselves. So there is probably a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about, but we'll go ahead and get into that, of course. But yeah, of course, I just need to wait for some people to arrive in the chat here. So I guess we'll just wait on some people. It's weird because the stream wanted me to choose what type of format I wanted, like the camera to be in, like vertical or horizontal. But this is the way I always do it, so I just kind of went with this. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Cole? Thoughts on Heat 2 and Face Off 2 happening? I love Heat and Face Off, but that's a stupid idea. Neither need a sequel. Yeah, I agree. I've never seen Heat, but I have seen Face Off. It's a really good movie, and yeah, I agree. It doesn't need a sequel. It just doesn't. I mean, what could you even make the sequel about? You know, unless it's a remake. You know, unless you do a remake, what could you do a sequel about? But see, this is the thing that kind of ticks me off about how entertainment is today. It's just this constant nostalgia baiting because they know that's the only way to get people in the seats at the theater. You know, and it's the same for gaming too, which that's actually one of the things I did want to talk about is Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which I'm sure everyone has heard at this point. The game sucks. The campaign sucks. I wouldn't be surprised if Face Off 2 ends up being the Joker 2 or whatever of whatever year it comes out. Yeah, I could see that happening. Hey, what's up, J Dog? But yeah, I'm just so sick and tired of the nostalgia baiting that whether it's movie studios, whether it's game studios, because they know that that's what'll sell. Because anything original, they know it won't sell because well, I'm not familiar with it. You know. Oh, that's good to know, Jay. But yeah, I don't know, like the whole nostalgia thing. Yeah, it worked for a time, but I think it just depends on what it is that they're trying to nostalgia bait. Like, are you like if you're trying to nostalgia bait a franchise that you've nostalgia baited numerous times already that started, you know, 20, 30 years ago, it's probably not going to work anymore, you know? Like, how many times can you nostalgia bait a franchise? But again, I guess it depends. It depends on what it is and how often they do it. Call of Duty is a dead franchise. Give it a rest. I agree. Why not make a new Resistance game or The Evil Within 3? I'd rather see that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see Evil Within 3. Black Ops 7 flopped. Yeah, I heard it did. Yep. Here's my shock face. You know, consider me shocked. Black Ops 7 was a flop. And you know, I'm actually of the opinion, I used to say that Black Ops should have ended at 3, but now that I think about it, no, it probably should have ended after 2020. I mean, yeah, you could say it should have ended after Black Ops 3 because after that, that's where it kind of went downhill. But and when it comes to like story, like there's not really much you can do with the story anymore. Like I feel like you've covered everything, you know? Like you just keep going back to the same ideas over and over. I heard Con Air 2 is happening as well. Stupid idea. Yeah, that is a stupid idea. But yeah, Call of Duty, I'll be honest with you, I have not bought a single Call of Duty game since 2022 with MW2, the sequel to the Modern Warfare reboot. And I wasn't really a big fan of that. Like, I think I even ended up returning that, you know? So I think the newest Call of Duty game that I have currently is, uh, I couldn't even tell you because I traded in a lot of the recent ones. I think it was Cold War. Oh, great. What did I do? Oh, it went downhill after Black Ops 2. Yeah, that's understandable. Black Ops 2, I think, was one of the best games in the franchise. There's no need for Heat 2, especially since Val Kilmer passed away. Yeah, true. Again, I've never seen Heat, but yeah. Yeah, I do agree with that. Cold War was pretty good. It's not amazing, it's not perfect or anything, but I thought it was decent, you know, which I thought that should have been the last Black Ops. And it should have been too, because it's the only Black Ops title that doesn't have a number. Like you go from Black Ops 2, 3, and 4, and then you do Cold War, which is technically 5, and then you go on to do a title called Black Ops 6 and then 7. It just kind of feels out of place, you know? But I understand Jurassic Park kind of did the same thing. Like Jurassic Park 2 is not called Jurassic Park 2, it's called The Lost World. And then they went on to do Jurassic Park 3. So I guess they just basically did the same thing that Jurassic Park did. Steam going to give PlayStation and Microsoft a run for their money. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Anthony? What's next? The Godfather Part 4, Training Day 2, and Austin Powers 4? I hope not. I like Training Day, but I don't want to see a sequel to Training Day. Makarov is still alive in the reboot, so I'm surprised they haven't made an MW4 reboot game yet. Oh, well, I think they will. Like, I think there's plans to do that. Um, I think next year that's supposed to come out. Modern Warfare 4 with basically the final showdown with Makarov. But I'm going to be honest, when it comes to this Modern Warfare reboot series, I think that's another one they need to wrap up too. I'd say wrap it up after 4. So Zach D is very happy that Barbie 2 is coming out. Yeah, totally. I am. I didn't even know Barbie 2 was a thing. I want a Red Dead Redemption 3 that's a prequel to the second one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've heard great things about the Red Dead Redemption games. I've heard those were good. I've played bits and pieces of I think the first one, but that's kind of been it, and I didn't really get too far into it. Which movie is better, Goodfellas or Training Day? I like both, but I'll go with Goodfellas. I first saw that movie when my dad showed me it back in 2018. Oh, cool. For me, that's tough. Yeah, I might say Goodfellas as well, even though I did watch Training Day first. But I might say Goodfellas. I don't know. That's tough. They're both great films, though. Both really good. But yeah, there is one other thing that I did want to point out. Since we're on the topic of movies and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to do my best movies of the year list since there is a couple that I still need to go and watch. I still need to see Primitive War, which I've heard nothing but very good things about. I've heard it's like one of the best dinosaur movies of all time. I've actually heard it's the best dinosaur movie since the original Jurassic Park, which I'm like, that's a very bold statement, but that really, I guess, intrigues me and piques my curiosity. So I definitely got to see Primitive War, and I still got to see Nobody 2. I still haven't seen that yet. I like the first one, so I'm sure the second one's good. A Working Man, one of Jason Statham's latest movies. I haven't seen that one yet either. I still got to check that one out. We will see though. I remember when Red Dead Redemption was backwards compatible. Someone once found a sealed Xbox 360 at Best Buy. Oh, cool. If you had to choose how the world ends, would a Walking Dead apocalypse be the best outcome? Preferably not, but I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for the world to end just yet, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know about a Walking Dead apocalypse. Worst DVD in your DVD collection, or worst movie in your DVD collection? Um, Maybe Rega, God of the Monsters. That's a not a very good kaiju movie. Um, but I have it in the collection because I do like kaiju movies, of course, and it was one that I never seen before. I saw it one time at Half Price Books, and I'm like, okay, this looks interesting, and it's just really goofy. But it's one of those so bad it's enjoyable kind of movies. Like it's one of those type of movies for me, but it's just really goofy. But for you, it's Attack Force from 2006. I own that train wreck because it's part of a 20 action movie DVD collection I bought for only $5. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I do feel like I am streaming a little later than usual too. Like I know I usually stream earlier than this, but oh well. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions you want. Cole, have you seen the Beast from the 20,000 Fathoms 1953? A great kaiju film I'd recommend. It's the movie that inspired Godzilla 1954. You'd love that one if you watch it. Oh, okay, cool. I will have to remember that. I never even heard of that game, Anthony. But yeah. So as far as my end of the year list go, I already did put out my best albums of the year list, which I know, oh, you put that out too early. Because I know there was one year, I can't remember which year it was. Um, Somebody was like, oh, you put out your end of the year list too soon. It's only November. But it's like I've listened to everything that I've intended on listening to. Like, like I would wait if there was any more albums coming out. I would literally just wait for those to come out before I did my end of the year list. So clearly, there's nothing else this year that I'm looking forward to as far as music goes. So that's why I do my end of the year list earlier sometimes. If there's literally nothing else that's coming out. So there's that. Because I know that a lot of people do their lists in like December, but yeah. Sometimes I think last year I did mine in December, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Godzilla 1998 is like an unofficial remake of the Beast from the 20,000 Fathoms. Oh, okay, cool. Dark Wizard, how's it going? The director of Barbie is making a Chronicles of Narnia for Netflix. That sounds like a disaster. Yeah, it does. Why? Totally different movies. You know? I don't know. You're okay? Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, but um like I said, I don't know if I'll do my best movies of the year, but um it's something that I may think about. I may think about doing that. Hey, what's up, Dead Yellow? What's Dark Wizard doing here? No clue. Because he wants to be here, I guess. What's next? A Star Wars movie directed by Nia DaCosta, who directed The Marvels 2023. Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not. But you know what? I would actually be less shocked by that. And the reason being is because of how, so I hear how Star Wars is nowadays. Like it's apparently went downhill and everything. But that to me is more believable than the director of Barbie doing a Chronicles of Narnia movie. You know, as weird as that is to say. Have you seen the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic? No, I haven't, Anthony. Honestly, I don't really have much interest in it. I've never been a big Michael Jackson guy. Hey, what's up, Punk Agent? But yeah, I'm not really into biopics too much. I do have one biopic of Bruce Lee, but because it's Bruce Lee, I like Bruce Lee, so um but yeah, I have quite a few Bruce Lee stuff on Blu-ray, so yeah, I need to see if I have all of his like full length features though. Like cuz I don't think I have every movie from Bruce Lee. Hopefully, the director of Barbie, Greta, doesn't do a Godzilla movie. Oh, hopefully not. Yeah, for real. But yeah. Apparently, Godzilla minus zero is coming out next year too. So, and 2026 is looking like a pretty big year for movies. I mean, we've got Godzilla minus zero, which I think doesn't come out till like later in the year, probably like November or December. That'll drop. And I know the new Spider-Man movie comes out. Uh, what's it called? Brand New Day. That's what it's called. Brand New Day. I knew it was something, but yeah, Brand New Day. I'm not really a big Tom Holland Spider-Man guy, but I'm kind of looking forward to it, especially since you have Jackie Chan's team working on it, and I hear they're mostly doing practical stuff with it, and apparently Scorpion's going to be the main bad guy in it, so that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one. Not going to lie. Imagine if the Justice League existed. Would it lower crime rates? I mean, I guess by a little bit. If you liked Train to Busan, you should check out the 28 Days Later movies, 28 Days Later 2002, 28 Weeks Later 2007, and 28 Years Later 2025 are good. Okay, so I guess all three movies are good. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've heard of those movies. I've never seen one of those movies. Oh, they're doing a fourth one? Yeah, as a fan, I'm not excited for the fourth one as it's being directed by Nia DaCosta, who has that terrible Candyman 2021 sequel and the Marvels. Oh boy. Hey, what's up, Kyle Keith? I've been going for a little over 20 minutes. A little over 20 minutes, but I don't plan on this stream being too long or anything, but yeah, maybe at least an hour, but we'll play it by ear, I guess. Um, yeah, and I think they're already talking about doing a Primitive War 2 next year. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Even though I haven't seen the movie yet, I still want to see it. Uh, it's crazy to think we are getting a new Rambo film with a new actor. Yeah, it's supposed to be a prequel. I understand why they might be doing that, but it's like, do we really need a new Rambo movie though? Like, I just don't think it's necessary. Like a Rambo origin story, it's just not necessary in my opinion. Again, Rambo, that's another franchise that just nostalgia baits like nobody's business. They did it in 2008 and they did it again in 2019, and now they're going to do it again with this prequel. I recently watched The Woman in Black 2012. good haunted horror house movie starring Harry Potter starred Daniel Radcliffe as the main character. It's a film set in 1906. Oh, interesting. I like the Rambo movies, but a prequel is a stupid idea. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like Rambo too, but I mean, a prequel is just unnecessary. But nostalgia, people have nostalgia for Rambo. Okay, so what? You nostalgia baited 2 times before with um the last 2 films, so there you go. We don't need any more, okay? Um, Another franchise I think they need to give a rest is, now I know Amazon recently bought it out, but James Bond, like, if they never did another James Bond movie again, I think I'd be okay with that. At least not for another, like, give it 15 years at least. You know what I mean? Zach, what are your thoughts on the series Welcome to Derry? Never seen it. I don't know if I've even heard of that. Imagine if they did that with Rocky as a prequel. I don't know how a Rocky prequel would work. I mean, I guess just it would just be a film of him training how to box, I guess. But you would need a new actor because, or a younger actor because obviously of Sylvester Stallone's age, so a Rocky prequel probably wouldn't work. I would rather see a film adaptation of The Executioner. It's a book series about a Vietnam soldier that goes vigilant, and after the mafia, there was a cancel film of it in the 80s with Stallone. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's a Pennywise series. Ah, okay. Yeah, I never got into those films to be honest with you, Dark Wizard. Thoughts on Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049? I like both movies. I never saw those. Now Blade Runner 2049, I've tried watching a couple times at one point, like, but I just ended up turning it off both times because I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into the Blade Runner films, to be honest. Was never really crazy about them. But I mean, they are cool, and I do understand the fascination for them. But I don't know. I just don't think they're for me. That's all. It from 2017 was good. Welcome to Derry is a prequel TV show to that movie, which I haven't seen the show yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never got into it or Pennywise or really much horror at all. I mean, I do like the Evil Dead films, but that's about as far as it goes, at least for now. Scream, I've tried getting into, but, and maybe it's because, well, the reason why I'm not really a fan is because I started off with Scream 5, which was not a good movie. I can't believe I almost picked that up on DVD at one point. I almost did, but thank God I didn't. So right there, at least I saved myself $20 there. But yeah, I can't ever see myself getting into Scream. I know they're doing a Scream 7 now, which I'm like, okay, but just kind of don't care, to be honest. I like to see The Executioner made today with Henry Cavill as the lead star. Yeah, no, he's a good actor. I like Scary Movie 3 for its comedic reasons. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of horror. The only scary movie that I've seen, I think, was the first one. I wasn't that crazy about it, and I think it's for the same. Uh, well, you said you like the third one for comedic reasons, but the comedy is actually what I didn't like about the movie. You know, I'm just not really a big fan of, I guess, just edgy comedy. It's the same thing with the Hangover movies. Like I don't like the the humor in those movies at all. I mean, it's kind of funny because, I mean, not to sound like Larry the Batman fan here, but like I guess I'm just not into R-rated comedies. You know, I'm not a fan of, I guess, that edgy humor. I'm just not into it. But, of course, unlike Larry, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, all R-rated movies are bad, because obviously that's not true. you know, Dawn of the Dead is a good horror movie. Oh, I know it is. Yeah. And it's a shame what's happening to the mall where it was filmed at. Especially since I do go there often. Yeah, it's definitely a groundbreaking zombie movie for sure. Halloween is not a bad session. What do you mean? I will say the Hangover movies are a certain taste, but I personally kind of like them, and that's fine. That's fine if you like them. To each their own, of course. Halloween and is evil and satanic. Oh, sure it is. Oh, you meant to say season. Okay, yeah. No, I agree with you, Anthony. I agree with that. Ugh. Hey, what's going on, Rage Master? How's it going? Ever seen Zombieland? I like the first one, never seen the second one. Yeah, I have seen the first Zombieland also and never seen the second one. But yeah, I liked it for what it was. It's not bad. Um, but yeah, Zombieland's a decent film, I think. Zombieland 1 and 2 are good comedies, but I prefer Shaun of the Dead. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, again, I've never seen the second one, but I thought the first one was decent for what it was. Um, but yeah, I actually haven't seen that many zombie films. Obviously, I did like Train to Busan, um, Dawn of the Dead, of course. Zombieland again was decent, a decent film. Yeah. Um, Interesting fact. I think Zombieland was my introduction to hearing the opening with "From Who the Bell Tolls." Oh, interesting. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I didn't know that that song was in that movie until recently. You know, and I think it goes to show that the last time I've seen Zombieland was a while ago, and before I even became a fan of Metallica. So there's that. Cole, I don't think I could tell you my top 5 zombie movies, but because I that's how many zombie movies I've seen. I couldn't even give you 5, to be honest. Um, but out of the ones I have seen, Train to Busan, well, Dawn of the Dead would probably be at the top for me, and then Train to Busan, and then um, maybe World War Z, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it. But again, goes to show how many zombie movies I've seen. But yeah, but those are 3 right there. I'll give you. My favorite zombie movies are Dawn of the Dead, Train to Busan, Shaun of the Dead, Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, and Paranorman. Oh, Paranorman counts as a zombie film? Interesting. I guess, yeah, Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I think that's one of the best Scooby Doo movies. But yeah, good choices. Um, yeah, Scooby Doo, I've definitely grown up on as a kid. I do remember watching a lot of those animated movies, and Alien Invasion. That's one that I definitely remember liking a lot when I was a kid. Like I remember I would want to watch that over and over. It's a good one. I don't think it's the best, but it is good. Hey, what's up, Prison Meddler? How's it going? And it's weird. I don't think I've ever seen any of the live action Scooby Doo films. You know, like I think there was one from 2002. Um, I don't remember if I've seen that one. I don't think I have though. Batman and Robin made an appearance in Scooby Doo. Never knew that as a kid. I knew that, and I do like the crossover. I think it's pretty cool. I actually do have one of the Batman and Robin with Scooby Doo crossovers here somewhere, but yeah, I have it somewhere here in the collection. It has like 2 episodes with it, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. The fact that Velma ran for 2 seasons is pathetic. Yeah, it is, because nobody cared. The first 2 live action Scooby Doo movies are good. The third one, aka the direct the video one, sucked. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I gotta love direct to video sequels, huh? That's what it sounds like to me. The live action Scooby Doo film suffered from what Home Alone suffered with. Because wasn't the fourth Home Alone movie direct to video too? Like, and that movie's just a cringe fest. I remember liking it when I was a kid, but of course, you know, when you're a kid, you'll enjoy anything. But looking back at it now, I'm like, yeah, that movie kind of sucked. Just wasn't good. And then also when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, it's a Home Alone movie, so it must be good. But no, there's more to it than that. The only live action Scooby Doo was the one with Matthew Lil. How do you say his name? Lillard? I guess that's how you say it. In it, but it's been years since I saw it. Yeah. Um, of the movies, my favorite Scooby Doo movie is Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. That is a good one, and I would maybe agree that it's either the best or one of the best. And my favorite Scooby Doo TV show is Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, the only Scooby Doo TV show with an overarching storyline. Okay, cool. Home Alone 1 and 2 are great. Anything after that sucked. I didn't mind the third one, though. I think the third one's okay. But yeah, after the third one, it's kind of just, it dropped off from there. However, if Home Alone 1 and 2 were the only Home Alone movies to ever exist, I would be okay with that. Because really, you really did only need the first two. You just needed the first two, and that's it. I laugh at the comments. Used to watch talking about the Velma, and the comments made me laugh. Huh. No, I hear you. Home Alone 4 sucks, but it's not as bad as 5 and 6. Yeah, I believe it. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen any Home Alone movie after 4. 4 was kind of when I checked out, to be honest. Like I was like, I'm kind of done after that. Even though, again, I said I liked it when I was a kid, but you know how it is. Home Alone is a classic. I also do like the movie Elf and a few others. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know if I've actually ever seen Elf, but yeah. I didn't even know there was a sixth Home Alone movie. Yeah, there was one. Was it 2021, 2022 that came out? The sixth one? But yeah, I think after the third one, that's kind of where it dropped off. Um, one of the very few good Christmas movies, I think, too. Because for those who don't know, I'm not really too big on Christmas movies. Don't really like them too much. Hey, what's up, Rick Douglas? How's it going? The fact they changed Shaggy's name to Norville in the Velma TV show is stupid. Wait, I don't think I ever knew they changed his name. That is really stupid. Seriously, who was that show made for? Because it certainly wasn't made for Scooby Doo fans. Yeah, exactly. Home Sweet Home Alone came out in 2021. Yeah. How about no more after that one? Jingle All the Way starring Arnold. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. And then, of course, I know there is Die Hard, which I know there's a debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? But I guess in some ways it is. You're doing pretty good. That's good. Hey, what's going on? Right on target. As for Christmas animation goes, at least once a year, my family and I watch Polar Express and A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. The ladder I pulled you around. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember the Polar Express. Um, I kind of liked it when I was a kid, but nowadays not so much. I don't think the Polar Express is really that great of a film. Uh, some Christmas movies are okay, but most of them are often annoying and weird in my opinion. Yeah, and too happy too. You know, like too cheerful if that makes sense. I just looked up Home Alone 6 and I've heard really bad things about it. Yeah, I have no interest in it. It's pretty funny that Macaulay Culkin is a Red Letter Media guy now. Yeah, true. Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie from the surface level to the themes of family. Yeah, there you go. What's your opinion on Josh Hutcherson? Is Josh Hutcherson the guy? Was he the villain in The Beekeeper? If I'm thinking of the right guy, is that who that is? Rick Douglas? Die Hard is a Christmas movie. End of story. Such a stupid debate. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Lily? Or Livy? How you been? I've been okay. How about yourself? Um, Home Alone 4 is so bad. It's just an as amateur as Bible Man. Wow, somebody else remembers Bible Man. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the Polar Express. Oh, the Beekeeper. Yeah, I think he's an okay actor. I haven't seen much with him, but I do know he was in that Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which I have never seen. Oh, he was attempting to play Spider-Man, but he didn't and was replaced by Tom Holland. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I like The Beekeeper. I think it's honestly, I'd say it's maybe one of Jason Statham's best movies. And I heard they're doing a sequel to it as well, which is pretty cool. Ever heard of Christmas on Mars? It's a very old black and white holiday movie and mystery. Science Theater 3000 made fun of it on their show. Oh, hmm, interesting. The fact that Home Alone 6 was dumped straight to Disney Plus and not theaters. I didn't even know it wasn't really. I thought it was released to theaters, to be honest. Yeah, why did I think that was released to theaters? Okay. Yeah, I would watch a second Beekeeper as well. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Ty? AKA Junebug Films. Bible Man sucks. Yeah, so I've heard. The first two Home Alone movies are good. Third went downhill. Well, I've said earlier that the third one I actually don't think is that bad. Like I think it's okay, but after that, yeah, it just went downhill after. Honestly, the Five Nights sequel looks passable. Hmm, interesting. I've never heard of the Bible Man. It can't be that good then. Yeah, you're not missing much, Cole. I think we had Bible Man on DVD a long time ago. Wow. Okay. Right on target. No, I didn't see the new Frankenstein yet. I've heard it was good though. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe if I do decide to do a best movies of the year list. There's a lot that I'd have to keep up on though. That's the other thing. If Home Sweet Home Alone went to theaters instead of Disney Plus, it would have been a flop. Yeah, probably. That should have been released in theaters so that it would have flopped. Yeah. Well, hopefully they don't do any more Home Alone movies. Home Alone 1 is pretty good and solid. Yeah, Home Alone 1 is actually my second favorite of the Home Alone movies. I'm actually one of those people that prefer the second film. I think the second film is better. I think it just offers more, um, just like I like how like it just kind of like did what the first one did and expanded upon it, I guess, is what I liked about it. It's like a kids Christian show about a Christian superhero. It's very cringe and the acting is abysmal. It feels like oh gosh. So oh gosh. Yeah, it's it's really something, I'll tell you that. Sorry, I have to keep up with these comments. Saw it in theaters twice. Cool. Yeah, I want to check out the new Frankenstein movie on Netflix. I heard it was excellent. It was from Blade 2 director. Oh, cool. The fourth one will always have a special place in my heart because it premiered on the Christmas when my parents got a divorce because Kevin's parents are getting the divorce. It really connected with me. That's understandable. I do definitely understand that, Ty. Yeah, same here, Livy. Home Alone 2's always been my favorite. Like ever since I first watched both of them, the second one's always been my favorite. I've always liked it more than the first, but the first is a classic. That goes without saying. There's a movie called Sky High. Yeah, I think I might have seen it. I think Bruce Campbell plays the coach in that movie. I think it's all right. I think it's an all right movie. Yeah, exactly. As far as faith-based films go, that one with Mr. T is actually kind of interesting. Not sure if I'm familiar with it. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Kyle Keith. VeggieTales looks even creepier today than it probably did back then. Yeah, like the animation is. I think it's the animation that throws you off. Like it's very, I guess, off-putting and kind of creepy. Like it's hard to say what it is about it. Like it just, I just don't think the animation held up that well. But Yeah, that is one thing I will say about Veggie Tales. Maybe it's because at least it tries to attempt to have a level of theocracy. I'm soft on it, like, but at least it's trying. I don't know what Christ slop is, but okay. Um, High School Musical was never a fan. Home Alone 4 is still the worst in the franchise, in my opinion, because of how insulting it is. That makes sense too. Oh, it's called Judgment? Okay. Oh, part of the Apocalypse series. Okay. I didn't even know that Annoying Orange was still around. But I guess there's just a high demand for content of the Annoying Orange, so yeah. That Michael Jackson biopic looks good, but I'm not for the gimmick though of getting Michael Jackson's nephew as Michael. Yeah, no, I hear you. You should check out some John Carpenter movies. The Thing. Yeah, I think you told me about this before, Cole. They Live, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York, and Halloween 1978 are classics. Yeah, so I hear. Christlop is an internet qual where you add slop to stuff that's pandering and not particular. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, they're trash, I guess. The Annoying Orange sucks. I doubt any of us are the target demographic for High School Musical. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Um, Predator 1 and 2, great movies. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things. I know my dad watches the first one all the time, so even though I've never seen it, I know what it sounds like, because he plays it so much. So yeah, but the rest of the franchise sucked. Interesting. Yeah, the Annoying Orange still exists. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 2006 was when Disney Channel started to go downhill. Yeah. Um, and believe me, I can acknowledge the fact that Home Alone 4 is a bad movie, but it's one of those movies I saw that at a time in my life it really connected with me, especially the ending. No, that's understandable. Oh, okay, interesting. I may not be into horror movies, but one I kind of want to check out was Stephen King's Christine. One I have a model car of a Christine, and I'm into classic cars. Oh, that's cool because it gave me some hope. Grandparents getting back together, even if it was false hope, it made me feel good as a kid. Yeah, no, I hear you on that, Ty. April Rain did have Ming Na Wen. Oh, there you go. And it, though she is wonderful. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh, what franchise had a worse downfall? Terminator or The Expendables? I might. I don't know. For some reason, I want to say Expendables because Expendables 4. I was really. I wanted to like Expendables 4, but I just didn't. You know. But with Terminator, I think like Terminator Genesis, that's kind of when the franchise started to go downhill. But I think Terminator Genesis is just an okay movie. Like I don't think it's terrible, but it's kind of just eh. But yeah, to answer your question, I'd probably say The Expendables. Okay, interesting. To me, it just seems like a publicity stunt, just like what they did with Ice Cube Jr. Oh, look, we're going to get Ice Cube's son to play him, but in reality, it's just to get him, just to play to get him to be a star. Yeah, that's what it seems like. But he has, you used to like Annoying Orange, but he has not held up for you in recent years. Yeah, same here. You say Terminator? That makes sense. Well, yeah, maybe technically speaking, Terminator, because if we're at least comparing the first three films from each franchise, Terminator definitely went downhill faster. Because if we're comparing Terminator 3 with Expendables 3, I think Expendables 3 is just probably a better movie. Um, both movies are kind of on the same level. Like both of them are just kind of okay to me, but they're kind of just yeah, just kind of both meh movies. But not I wouldn't say that either of them are terrible though. But after that, that's where things dropped off. Oh look, J4 Jackson is going to star. Although I am not going to trust anybody with name Jafar if you've seen Aladdin. It sucks Target stores have got rid of physical media. They had a lot back in the day. Oh, I know. A lot of places are doing that. Best Buy. I mean, with Best Buy, I know you can still I think you could still purchase physical video games there, like in the store, but yeah, they got rid of their CD selection, their Blu-ray selection, like all their movies and stuff. It's just not the same, and it's a shame. Ice Cube's son is a pretty good actor, actually. Mm. Yeah, when it comes to Terminator, you really only needed to see the first two movies, and that's pretty much it. But if you want to see the rest, of course, be my guest. But you could definitely tell Terminator went downhill. As far as Christian content, I'll stick with the Adventures of or Adventures in Odyssey. Yeah, Adventures in Odyssey wasn't bad. I do remember watching that show often as a kid. Expendables was a fairly pandery mid-tier movie to begin with. Yeah, that's fair. Not the point, Quinn. Still a gimmick. At least that's how I feel. My opinion, straight out of Compton, was a gimmick to get him an acting career. Mm. Like it's fun, but it's no way comparable to the high of Terminator. That makes sense. I kind of agree with that too. resulted in a good actor getting a career, so I'm all for it. Yeah. Christine 1983 is great. Very underrated John Carpenter movie. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up? Total Meltdown 2, aka Minotaur. Home Alone 3 is a bit overhated. I kind of agree. Not on the level of 1 and 2, but still entertaining. Exactly. I do agree. But like I keep saying, after Home Alone 3, that's kind of where things dropped off. His arms are so massive in Den of Thieves 2. He's like Chris Redfield levels of big. I'll be honest, I've never seen Den of Thieves 2. I have seen the first one. I thought it was okay, but it was one of those movies that I wasn't really craving a sequel for, to be honest. So I just didn't check it out. I just never checked out the sequel. And apparently there's not a lot of action in it either, from what people have been saying, which is really disappointing to hear. Expendables had less hill to go down though. Yeah, true. Someone should make a meme of it. Oh, sorry, Cole. So I accidentally banned Cole. Way to go, me. All right, give me a second, guys. I will go ahead and unban him. Give me a second, Cole. Okay, that should do it. All right, Cole should be able to comment again. But yes, I do agree with you, Cole, on that one, on the meme thing. Anyway, Terminator Salvation has some fun bits. Yeah, Terminator Salvation's not that bad. It's not that bad of a film. But it's kind of just in the it's kind of just an okay movie. I'm worried about physical media going away from store shelves. Well, it's definitely going away more and more, but you always still have your like for me, like the exchange stores that'll always have physical media, so there's that. Carpenter is one of those few directors who scores his own films. His films have great music. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Very cool. Yeah, Fred. I mean, Fred might have been funny back in the day, but I think the thing is that like a lot of those YouTubers from 2010, like that kind of humor just isn't in anymore. Like nobody cares. People grew up, they moved on. I didn't care for Terminator Salvation, but I will say it's better than 3, 5, and 6. Yeah, probably. Fair metaler, yep. The thing is, physical media will always have a niche market. There'll always be a collector market for it. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty decent, but yeah, it's more of an Ocean's 11 ripoff than the Heat ripoff. The first one was, yeah. Opinion on Squid Game. Not the biggest fan, but I think it's all right. For me, I like the first season a lot. I actually remember watching that with GF when the first one came out in 2021, and really liked it. I thought it was solid, thought it was enjoyable. I liked the story. The second one I've seen bits and pieces of. I just wasn't really a big fan of it. And what didn't season 3 come out this year too, or is that next year that's coming out? And apparently there's not going to be any more Squid Game shows after that. But I like the first season quite a bit though. First season was definitely the best. Way to go, Zach, and blocking Cole. Yep. Yep. I'll admit it's my fault. But Cole asked me which is worse, Fred or the annoying orange. Both suck, but I'll get a slight edge to Fred. Yeah, yeah, probably. Because those early annoying orange videos, I, I mean, they're not hysterical or anything, but I guess he's funnier than Fred. So I'll at least give the annoying orange that. So I'd probably agree. Yeah. Some of the localization in Squid Games is wildly bad. Hmm. Never really thought of it that way. I'm just like not sure how they thought this was the best way to translate some of the dialogue, just from a grammar standpoint. Oh yeah. Plus, Terminator Salvation features an MK23 SOCOM, and more movies need to have that in them. The bad guy in Home Alone 3 gave me nightmares as a kid. Yeah, I think you were telling me about that. That's interesting. You say Fred? Yeah. Yeah. My thing is, though, it's called Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, but nobody from Pantera is in the movie, right? True. Were you ever subscribed to Game Informer magazine back in the day? I've been flipping through some of mine recently for nostalgia's sake. I did at one point actually. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my Game Informer magazines, but I need to seek those out at some point. I need to see where those are at. I'm sure they're somewhere, but yeah, that's cool. Very cool. The Town from 2010, starring Ben Affleck, is an excellent movie to check out. It stars Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner as the two leads. Interesting. You can't stand Fred? Yeah. The Town is okay as far as Heat rip-offs go. Yeah. If you're looking for some great 80s creature features, I would recommend The Thing, The Blob, Pumpkinhead, and Aliens. Okay. Yeah. I will have to remember those. I know those have been recommended before, so yeah. Fred is a problem child. Everyone around him hates him and thinks he's weirdly very funny because the character just doesn't see that, but we can as the audience. Yeah. My favorite YouTube back in the 2000s was Smosh. Yeah, I've heard of Smosh. Stan Winston should have directed more movies. Yeah. Slaughterhouse 1987. No, I've never seen that one. Fair enough, Ty. Yeah, I heard about that, Cole. That is lame. Fred. Hey, what's up, Mr. D Man? I'm biased. My dad is in it, but it's a very fun late '80s slasher. Oh, cool. That's cool that he's in it. Yeah. Hey, it's Fred. Like no one cares. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do remember that. He was in an episode of iCarly. I do remember that back in the day. Yeah. Is Fred like even still around, like doing his thing? Because I don't know. I miss the simplicity of early YouTube. It's too oversaturated, censored, and commercialized now. Yeah, very true. That is true. But yeah, I probably will go ahead and wrap up here in about a few minutes. So yeah, we'll just hang around for a few more minutes. So there you go. You think Fred quit or something? Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You gonna play Battlefield 6 at all? No, but I'd probably rather play that than Black Ops 7, you know, which apparently was a flop. Now Battlefield 6 I've heard mixed things about, but I've heard for the most part it's a decent game. Oh, nice. Very cool. Also, YouTube jumped on the AI bandwagon. Yeah, true that. Ah, but yeah, this has been cool. This has been fun. So, um, how Oh, hey, what's up, Lester Bronson? You actually you showed up at this time because I'll probably be wrapping up in a few minutes too. So, but hey, what's up? Those Black Ops 7 ads are all over YouTube. Yeah, because they've been struggling to make the sales for it. Like it's been getting terrible reviews and stuff. So, because nobody was asking for a Black Ops 7. Nobody wanted a Black Ops 7, you know? Like I said earlier, they should have stopped after Cold War, you know? I've been watching now to get ready for the movie. A lot of documentaries about Michael. People forget how big he was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why James Cameron is so pro AI. It's kind of ironic if you think about it. I remember when getting a million views on YouTube was a big deal. Now it's nothing. Yeah, I mean, maybe for me it wouldn't be nothing, but I've never gotten a million views on YouTube. But I see what you mean, though, Minotaur. I definitely see what you mean. That's because YouTube wasn't very big back in the day, you know. And even then, YouTube, like, there's still other platforms, that are more popular than YouTube, you know, like TikTok. Like, I don't know if TikTok is uh is bigger than YouTube or not, but it's if not, it's pretty close because of, the attention span of some people. You know, some people would rather watch a quick video than watch a video that's, like 10, 15, 20 minutes now. So, think about this, Michael is a very common name, but if you say, "Hey, I've been listening to Michael," people know who you're talking about. On the Beatles, Elvis, and he was also to going to own. Oh, he was going to own the Sony. Okay. Yeah, Black Ops 2 is abysmal. Or Black Ops 7, I should say. I don't know why my mind rang Black Ops 2. But yeah, Black Ops 7, it's terrible. Oh God, why another Black Ops? They should have ended at Black Ops 2. Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why I thought Black Ops 2, because Prison Meddler said Black Ops 2. I'd I'd have liked Black Ops 7 if it was good. Yeah, but they just I feel like Black Ops has just kind of run its course at this point. Like you did a sequel to Black Ops 2 with Black Ops 7, which you probably should have done years ago with Black Ops 3, but yeah. But yeah, Black Ops 7, not good. Just not good. But you like the sixth one? Okay. That's cool. Which one was more annoying, the Gummy Bear song, or Crazy Frog, or the Duck song? Probably the Gummy Bear song, because to be honest, I don't even remember the other two. I don't get why people are trusting AI so much. Now, why would you trust something that is artificial, right? Yeah, he does, Minotaur. Michael Rooker does turn into a giant kaiju boss in Black Ops 7. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. GTA 6 got held back again. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm surprised they made 7 Black Ops games. Yeah, it's too much, in my opinion. Too much. Social media has definitely destroyed some folks' attention spans. YouTube, as far as I can go for social media. Yeah, if you want to count YouTube as social media. I take back everything I said about Ghost, Infinite Warfare, and Vanguard. Those games are masterpieces compared to Black Ops 7. Yeah, especially Ghost. I never thought Ghost was that bad, to be honest. It's not as bad as people say, but that's my opinion. I think it's decent. It's not as good as the first two Black Ops games or the OG Modern Warfare trilogy, but it's all right. Like, I don't mind it too much. Yeah, the Infinite Warfare campaign wasn't that bad. It's decent. I know I'm kind of going backwards with this chat here, but Call of Duty should make another Vietnam era game, maybe the Revolutionary War. I can't see that working, especially with the cosmetics and like loot boxes, because if you go that far back with Call of Duty these days, there'd be only so much you could do. Um, but yeah, Modern Warfare was good. Even the 2019 game I thought was solid, better than any of the sequels. There's 8 Black Ops games because of World at War. That's true. World at War is a part of the Black Ops universe. That is true. Whatever happens at concerts be, I would love to have concerts be just an epic event again. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Black Ops 3 campaign sucks because it barely had anything to do with the series, right? Other than like a few references. I think the reason why it's called Black Ops 3 is because of zombies. Well, yeah, but even then it doesn't really make sense because didn't Advanced Warfare have zombies for a bit? And I think Infinite Warfare did too. Oh my gosh. Hold on. My apologies, Prism Meddler. I just accidentally banned the Prism Meddler, so I gotta go and unhide him now. There we go. Alright. He is unhidden. Yeah, way to go, Zach. I keep accidentally hitting the ban user and delete button because it's right there next to the thing that pops up, whenever uh whenever I pull up the comment. Gabe Cube, what is that? But yeah, sorry, Prism Meddler. There you are. Hey, what's up, Electro Dino Online? What's up? Welcome to Band World, yeah. Am I next? Maybe. Well, Advanced Warfare is by a different developer and has a different universe. Yeah, that is true. Oh, it's a Steam machine, a Valve made game box that should have been under $1,000, and it finally and the console wars. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if. See, I kind of checked out of gaming a while ago, so I haven't been really keeping up. You better be careful, Prison Meddler. Yeah. Oh, there's ads in the chat now. Yeah. Oh, GameCube is what they are calling Steam's new console. Interesting. I never knew that. I guess that's see that's how well versed I am in the gaming world. So there you go. Worst gaming platform: Steam, Twitch, or Kick. I've never used any of those, Mr. D Man. That's a really stupid name, GabeCube. Yeah, it sounds too much like GameCube. That's what I thought Right on Target was asking me at first, like, am I gonna get the GameCube? I'm like, I got a GameCube a while back at a garage sale. Like, you know? So I was a little confused at first, but yeah, that's very interesting. Have you seen Terrifier 3? Great Christmas flick. I didn't even know it was a Christmas flick. No, I haven't seen it. Don't do this. StreamYard's acting up again. It's a nickname to sound like GameCube. Yeah, well, that would make sense. Yeah, Gabe Newell owns Steam. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'll probably wrap up here in a bit though. I've been going for like an hour and a half, so. Yeah, so if anyone else has anything else they'd like to say before I wrap up here, now would be a good time. Oh, it's not an official name. Says Right on Target. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess so, Ty. um, but yeah. As far as future videos go, I do have one paid request from my good friend Nick. Um, I'll hopefully get around to that at some point soon. Um, Probably before the end of the month. I would imagine at least before the end of the month, I'll have that out. And yeah, and if anyone else would like to send in a paid request, you know what to do. Send me a message on preferably Instagram, and I will give you either my Cash App or PayPal for close friends, and we will go from there. So, for anyone that wants to send anything in, just feel free to send me a message. And also, please remember that I do have merch available on poppoptees.com. For those who want Zach D Productions merch, it'll be there. Thank you so much to anyone that has supported me in any way, whether that's buying my merch or sending in paid requests. It really does mean a lot. Fabio was on Matt's stream last night. Yeah, I think I knew that. I hope Fabio comes back to YouTube too. That's one thing that I do hope. But yeah. Have a good night. Take it easy. You as well, Lester Bronson. All right. Well, that'll just be about it for the stream. So thank you all for joining in the chat, leaving your questions, your comments, everything like that. So thank you and have a good night. See ya.